And it's all due to that area of low pressure that you see. So it's an interesting setup. We have an area of low pressure. This is a loft, so at about 500 millibars. Closer to the surface, we have high pressure. And remember, high pressure always wants to blow towards low pressure. So that's the reason why we're looking at really strong winds over the next couple of days. And we have that tighter pressure gradient in between those two systems. So our wind gust futurecast actually has the calmest winds right now. And then notice what happens when I pause this at 4 o'clock. 4 p.m. is when that high wind warning goes in effect for the valleys, mountains, and the northern coastal communities. So Carlsbad all the way up towards Camp Pendleton and Oceanside will also be under that high wind warning around this time. And you can see why we're expecting isolated gusts that could get up to 50, 60 miles per hour at times. The strongest winds are going to be towards the foothill communities. And when I say strongest winds, we're looking at the threat for potential of downed power lines, maybe downed trees. So that's when you're going to want to use extreme caution and just be mindful of those outdoor activities now all the way through early tomorrow. The winds will peak tonight all the way through Wednesday morning, and then they'll subside, but we're still looking at fire danger to be a threat all the way through Thursday. Relative humidity levels overnight are also going to plummet down to the teens. In some cases, they could get down to the single digits. The wildfire threat, so this is our Santa Ana Wildfire Threat Index, and this is actually issued by the U.S. Forest Service, and this has us at a high level, not even San Diego, but counties to our north, including San Bernardino, LA, Santa Barbara. Any new fires that grow or start will burn rapidly and intensely. So it doesn't mean that a fire is guaranteed to start. It means any fire that does spark will be difficult to control. Remember, we haven't had a lot of rain over the past couple of months, which should be our wettest months of the year. And it means that the fuel load, the vegetation, all of the brush is extremely dry. So it's ripe for those fires. Coastal areas will be in the mid-60s today. You'll notice that daytime highs this afternoon are going to be on the cooler end. It's all due to that Arctic air kind of filtering in just to our east. We'll be in the low 70s for the inland valleys. Meanwhile, that's about 5 to nearly 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. But notice how we have those winds icon. The winds are going to be a center stage over the next couple of days. Coastal areas will be in the mid-60s this afternoon. Tomorrow we warm up a few degrees. Even the coastal areas will be breezy. We'll get a taste of those Santa Ana conditions over the next few days. We do have some relief. Humidity recovers this weekend, a stint of onshore flow, and then we'll have offshore flow redevelop towards the latter part of the weekend. So unfortunately, when we talk about the first half of January, we're talking about it being dry and very warm. And again, we need the rain. So this is bad news for San Diego County. The mountain areas will be in the low 50s. We'll see those daytime highs drop a few degrees on Wednesday. Wednesday is looking like the coolest day of the week, and then we'll warm back up Thursday and Friday. Desert highs will be in the mid to upper 60s for a couple of days, and then we're tracking low 70s beginning Thursday.